Now, some may not like it, but Sauble Beach is here to stay.
You're holding your breath for such a long time, and it's like once you get the noose, it's just like a fresh, like a breath of fresh air and less restriction.
The Supreme Court of Canada has dismissed a request from the town of South Bruce Peninsula to appeal the decision that granted a section of valuable shoreline in Sauble Beach to the Sauble First Nation. In April of 2023, the Ontario Court of Appeal granted the Sauble First Nation ownership of about 2.5 kilometers of sandy beach stretching from Sauble Beach's Main Street north to 6th Street. The case was first brought before the courts 35 years ago, but it was nearly a century ago when Indigenous leaders claimed an 1854 treaty deeded ownership of the disputed shoreline to them.
That's how resilient and patient our people have been to feel finally heard and seen and validated.
Denying the leave to appeal means the town of South Bruce Peninsula and a small collection of private landowners have seemingly exhausted all legal avenues to retain ownership of the beach. That was controversially renamed Sauble Beach by the Sauble First Nation on Canada Day.
It kind of grooms society. It kind of grooms community. It kind of grooms children when you have a colonial name that's supposed to be the Indigenous people of that land and beach.
Contacted by CTV News Today, South Bruce Peninsula representatives said they wouldn't have anything to say about the Supreme Court's decision until after their next council meeting on September the 2nd. Ritchie says now the legal wrangling over who owns Sauble Beach appears to be done. Compensation from the federal government for breaking the 1854 treaty can be discussed. He hopes that can be resolved outside of court. As far as the beach goes, Ritchie says Sauble Beach will continue to be a tourist destination open to the public, attracting millions of visitors each summer.
Now we all have an obligation, a duty to protect this land and this water and making sure that it's still here for future generations.
For those confused, Ritchie says Sauble Beach remains the name of the popular beachside town, which is still owned and operated by the town of South Bruce Peninsula, but the beach will be called Sauble Beach now that it is in Sauble First Nation control. In Sauble Beach, Scott Miller, CTV News.